Two people, same city, same job, same salary. One of them will retire early. The other one won't. The difference isn't income. It isn't luck. It isn't a secret investment nobody told you about. It's a set of rules. Rules most people have never heard because the people following them don't talk about it. Setup. The problem. Most people approach money the same way. They earn a paycheck, they pay their bills, they spend what's left, and they tell themselves they'll start saving seriously when they make a little more. That raise comes, the spending adjusts, the savings don't. It's not a discipline problem, it's a rules problem. Financially free Americans don't rely on willpower. They don't wait until the end of the month and save whatever survives. They operate by a different framework entirely, and that framework is what separates them from everyone else earning the same amount. Here are the rules they actually follow. Rule 1. They pay themselves before they pay anyone else. Most people save what's left over after spending. Financially free Americans spend what's left over after saving. That reversal sounds small. It isn't. The moment a paycheck hits, a fixed percentage moves automatically to savings or investments. Not after rent, not after groceries. First, before anything else touches it. If you don't see it, you don't spend it. That's not a philosophy. That's a system. The average American saves 3% of their income. People who automate their savings first consistently hit 15 to 20. Same income, different rule. Rule 2. They never inflate their lifestyle when their income rises. Here's where most people lose the wealth they never realized they were building. The raise comes in, the apartment gets upgraded, the car gets replaced, the restaurants get more expensive. The income went up, and so did every single expense. Financially free Americans treat raises differently. The lifestyle stays flat. The investment contributions go up. While most people spend every dollar they earn, they quietly invest the difference. One promotion, invested consistently over 20 years, can represent hundreds of thousands of dollars in compounded returns. Most people spend it on a lease they no longer drive. Rule 3. They know exactly what their daily habits actually cost. A $6 coffee doesn't feel like a wealth decision. It's $6. Multiply it by 365. That's $2,190 a year. Invested annually at a 7% return over 30 years, that's over $220,000. Financially free Americans don't think in daily costs. They think in annual ones. They see a $15 lunch and they see $5,475 a year. They see a $200 monthly subscription bundle and they see $2,400 they chose not to invest. This isn't about eliminating small pleasures. It's about making the decision with the real number in front of you, not the daily one designed to feel harmless. Rule 4. They invest consistently, not perfectly. Most people are waiting for the right moment to invest. They want to time the market, buy at the bottom, avoid the volatility. Financially free Americans stopped waiting years ago. They contribute to their index funds and retirement accounts on the same schedule their paycheck arrives, bull market or bear market, recession or recovery. The contribution goes in. That consistency, not genius stock picking, is what builds most generational wealth in America. The average 401k investor who stays the course over 30 years outperforms the average active trader. Not because they're smarter, because they never stopped contributing. Rule 5. They don't compete with people who are broke. The car, the watch, the vacation photos, most of it is financed. Most of the people you're quietly comparing yourself to are one missed paycheck away from a problem. Financially free Americans stopped playing that game a long time ago. They don't drive luxury cars to impress people. They don't wear designer brands to signal success. They don't update their phone every year because everyone else does. While most people spend money to look rich, they quietly invest it. Your social environment shapes your financial behavior more than any budget app. If everyone around you is spending to keep up, you will too. The financially free are deliberate about that.
Rule 6. They review their finances like it's non-negotiable. Boring, unglamorous, completely essential. Financially free Americans schedule financial reviews the way most people schedule vacations. Twice a year, minimum. They check where they are against where they plan to be. They catch the slow leaks, the subscriptions that crept back in, the expenses that quietly expanded. Most people drift through years without checking if they're on track. Small adjustments made consistently compound into massive outcomes. A 1% improvement in your savings rate today, reviewed and adjusted twice a year, can represent tens of thousands of dollars over a decade. The boring review is where wealth is quietly maintained.
Rule 7. They treat their future self like a bill they owe. Most people treat retirement contributions as optional, something to maximize when finances allow, a reward for doing well. Financially free Americans treat it as a fixed expense, non-negotiable, the same category as rent and utilities. You owe your future self a funded retirement account, the same way you owe your landlord a rent payment. Missing it isn't a minor setback. It's a debt you'll pay later, with interest you can't afford. The people who reach financial freedom didn't get lucky. They simply decided early that their future self came first on the payment schedule. Every month, without exception.
The two Americans. Contrast close. Take two people, both 30, both earning $65,000 a year. Different rules. The first automates 15% of every paycheck before spending $1. Never upgraded his apartment when his salary increased. Reviews his accounts every 6 months. Invests consistently. No timing, no guessing. The second saves what's left at the end of the month. Upgraded his car after a promotion. Checks his account when something goes wrong. Has been waiting for the right moment to invest since 2019. At 55, the first one retires. The second one doesn't. Same income, same city, same opportunities. 25 years apart in outcome. The rules you follow with money determine the life you end up living. Not the salary, not the market. The rules.
Financially free Americans don't have a secret. They have a system. Pay yourself first. Never inflate your lifestyle. Know what your habits actually cost. Invest consistently. Stop competing with people who are broke. Review your finances twice a year. Treat your future self like a bill you owe. These aren't revolutionary ideas. They're just the rules most people were never given. Now, you have them. Remember that.